So I looked at the analyst upgrades on stocks and evaluated how they did over the period of 1 week, and I'm going to show you those results. So on 6/21, I got on Thinkorswim and got the analyst upgrade list, and there were 11 stocks in that list, and here they are. This is a list of them. And what I did is I went and I charted all these, and I have some software tools for traders that the chart tools version actually marks areas of supply and demand. So you can see here on XOM, this line right here shows you the day that the analyst upgrade came out, and you can see that what I looked at was the distance. How far was it to overhead supply and where the demand was. So in this 7-day period, if I bought at the open of this candle and sold at the open of this candle here, which is today's date, I would have made $2.54 on a single share in 7 days. So that's what happened on XM. On SU, again, looking here, I got lots of nice room to overhead supply, so I didn't see anything that would be keeping price from going up. But actually, this remained pretty flat. You lost 3 cents in 7 days on a single share. On Charles Schwab, you can see that you had just recently had this nice gap up with the buy recommendation, and it ended up going up $2.85 across the 7 days. And you can see you didn't really have any daily supply, and this is the weekly chart, and so quite a ways away for some weekly supply. So that may end up running quite a bit longer. Then PSC, no real weekly demand or supply, and you can see that you just recently had gapped through daily supply, so thinking that that might have a good opportunity to go higher, but you can see over the course of the 7 days you actually would have lost 3 cents a share. So then on FMC, this is an interesting situation because if you look here, we had demand down here and price had just come into demand. And so you're thinking, okay, daily demand, this is, you know, well, it just had created the daily demand. So you're hoping that it will go higher. In all reality, it ended up creating some overhead supply. You still did end up making $1.85 a share in that scenario, so it was still a positive benefit. For Cube, you can see here you had nice room to daily supply, had no weekly supply in the way, and that's currently at up $3.60. CNC, again, it had just created a demand band, and you can see that you've got quite a room to go to supply, and currently that's up $5.10 a share. Chewy, this one here had created this demand band here, and through the course of the 7 days actually created another demand band and is up $6.75. So you might see price come back down here and retest this demand before going higher. But again, a good result there. CHD, it again had also just created some new demand at the time of the upgrade. And you see that it's up $6.03. So that's a pretty nice move. AMT, this was our big winner here. So you can see it's up $18 over the 7-day period. It had come down and touched into daily demand and had actually gapped out. And then the analyst buy recommendation had come out. So looks like that was a pretty good move there. And ABM, this one here, again, you had another gap up on the day of the buy recommendation, and it created, you have some demand left down here, and it ended up being up $2.40. So what are the results of this? If you bought 100 shares of each stock, you would be up $490.60 in 1 week. So there was 9 winners and there were 2 small losers for a total of $6 of loss. So looking at the analyst buy recommendations and looking at the chart and making sure that we didn't have any overhead supply in our way, looks like you could have done pretty well. So hopefully this gives you some ideas on how you can look at the different pieces of information coming out on different assets and how you might be able to use the supply and demand to help you feel confident about taking action on those stocks.